We call AI intelligent because it performs well in the moment, not because it isn't powerful, not because it isn't impressive. It is. But somewhere along the way, two different ideas quietly collapsed into one: power and intelligence. And once they blurred, something essential slipped out of view, because the way we've been trying to build intelligence has mostly meant adding more data, more compute. The assumption is simple and widespread: if you scale far enough, intelligence will eventually emerge. For a while, that feels true. The systems get better, faster, more convincing. They pass exams. They outperform humans on narrow tasks. They explain almost anything on demand. So we call that intelligence. By those measures, today's systems are extraordinary. But those measures all share the same blind spot. They only tell us how a system performs in a moment, not how it behaves over time. One prompt, one task, and then it's over. New session, clean slate. Nothing carries forward. Not the mistake, not the correction, not the contradiction. Once you notice that, it's hard to unsee.
Now imagine someone like that in real life. This person is thoughtful, articulate, capable, until the next day when they confidently tell you the opposite of what they said yesterday. Not because they learned something new, but because for them, yesterday no longer exists. How long would you trust someone like that?
If you've seen 50 First Dates, you already understand the shape of the problem. After the accident, she can't remember what happened yesterday. Lucy is smart, engaging, fully capable. But every morning, it all resets. She can read the notes, she can watch the tapes. But notes aren't memory. And memory isn't something you look up. It's what changes you before you get the chance to forget. Now imagine relying on a system that never gets that kind of pushback. A system that can explain consequences perfectly and still walk straight back into the same mistakes tomorrow without friction. What happens when real people depend on that? A doctor, a lawyer, a policymaker, not careless, not malicious, just unconstrained. And this is the part most people miss with AI. Today's AI can model the world with stunning accuracy and still fail to live in a world that persists. That's not a memory problem. It's a continuity problem.
A child can't define gravity. They don't know the equations. They can't explain the force, but they don't need to. They learn by being subject to it, by acting, by being wrong, by falling, and not getting to erase the result. That's how they remember. They don't predict the world. They carry it forward. Today's AI systems predict, they perform, they explain. But nothing binds yesterday to today. Nothing accumulates. Nothing pushes back. Consistency is optional. That's why they feel so capable and still unfinished at the same time. The AI industry keeps optimizing what's easiest to measure: fluency, speed, power, as if continuity will simply appear once the answers are good enough. But continuity doesn't happen by accident. It appears when something is forced to stay consistent with itself, when actions leave residue, when the past can't be deleted without consequence. That's when the question changes. It's no longer, how good was the answer? It becomes, did today make it harder to be wrong the same way tomorrow? Because intelligence doesn't live in a single response. It lives across interactions, over time, constrained by its own history. If nothing sticks, it isn't intelligence under real conditions, it's rehearsal.
That's why the next real shift in AI won't come from scale alone. It will come from systems that can't pretend yesterday didn't happen, systems shaped by what they've already done. Not by storing more information, not by making models more powerful, not by optimizing answers in isolation, but by continuity, by coherence that survives over time. If yesterday can be erased, intelligence never had to exist. It only had to perform.